Taurus. Welcome to your reading for May. These messages are for all Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross-watching. I'm Lavender Moon. I'm a psychic intuitive tarot reader, and I'm going to take a look into your love, your money, and your health, which will all be time-stamped below. But before we do that, I do want to make a special, exciting announcement. A project that I've been working on has gone live. There's a new podcast out there called Two of Cups Tarot Talk, where a friend of mine and I talk about tarot. The first episode was what is tarot and how we got started reading tarot. So if you'd like to check that out, the link will be in the description box. So let's get started, Taurus. And the overall energy for your love is manifest. Are some of you manifesting romance, a new partner, better times in your current relationship? We'll keep going and see. The healing with the fairies want to add laughter. They're saying that you're taking life too seriously and that you need to have a good belly laugh. So whether that's watching a funny movie, going to watch a comedy show, hanging out with kids, because let me tell you, kids say the funniest things and they don't even mean to, and that makes it even funnier. Whatever it is that makes you have a good laugh, as long as it's not hurting anybody, it's probably a good idea to engage in that activity. Okay. And that'll help raise your vibration so you can manifest what you want. Because if you're happy, you can manifest things easier. It's easier when you're a high vibration. Okay. And being happy is a high vibration. Let's see what the Psychic Tarot Oracle wants to add to this. Okay, we have 9, Solitude. Generally, this is the Hermit card. And what I'm picking up on this is that those of you who are manifesting love, you've been alone for a while. And you've been trying to figure out who you are. You've gone through the dark night of the soul. You figure out who you are and what you want. Yeah, and you've definitely planted the seeds to the waiting game. This person who's walking around the hourglass planted the seeds for that tree inside the hourglass, and they've been walking around it waiting for the seeds to grow, and now they're growing into a tree. So you've definitely planted the seeds, and they're starting to take root, and they're starting to do something and happen. Then we have 3, Recognition and Reward. This is the 3 of Pentacles, but you're going to get the rewards for planting the seeds of manifestation. And then we've got number 20, Truth. This is the Judgment card. So this is waking up to your soul's truth. I think that you have definitely made a lot of strides and advances in your life. You've changed significantly, is what I'm seeing here. And you're going to have a new life. You're not going to be alone anymore if that's what you want. If you want to be alone, then maybe skip ahead to the money reading. But no, seriously. I see that you've been alone for a while and you planted the seeds to manifest what you want, and it's going to happen. If you are not single, if you're in a relationship, I think you've felt like you've been alone, or maybe you've done a lot of research on how to help you and your partner grow together, grow closer. And you've planted the seeds for that, and I think your partner's going to realize how much work you've done, and they're going to say, Taurus, wow, you've done all this work and you've really put in a lot of effort into this. I really appreciate it because now we know what to do, how to move forward. Okay. Have King of Cups. This is a Scorpio, so some of you may be involved with a Scorpio. And actually, that is an interesting match because Taurus and Scorpio on the opposite ends of the zodiac wheel. And I do believe it's a good match. But, so yeah. So if this is not a Scorpio in your life and you're not even considering dating a Scorpio or you're not, whatever, this is just someone who is very emotionally grounded, very emotionally intelligent, is very in tune with their intuition, is probably even psychic, and knows how to go after their heart's desires. And I think that's a good energy to step into, Taurus, going after your heart's desires. Because sitting around and waiting for things to happen sometimes is really hard and lonely, isn't it? And then we've got the Queen of Swords. She uses logic over emotion, but she also is finally seeing clearly for the first time in a long time. So I do think that you've woken up into a new reality where you're seeing everything clearly and you know exactly what you want. This is a Libra too, if this resonates with you. Then we got the Queen of Cups, which is Cancer. But she is nurturing, she's like that grandma that you like love to go visit and like always loved her hugs. She's like that big teddy bear that you want to hug. And we've got the Ace of Cups, new love coming in, overflowing abundance of love coming in. I definitely think if you've been manifesting love, whether it's new love or rekindled love or something, it's going to happen here. But you need to raise your vibration, and I think that's what this means, to raise your vibration so that you can manifest what you want. Because you've done the work. You've researched everything. I think you've even done work on yourself to figure out who you are and learn how to love yourself. Because honestly, you can't love someone else if you don't know how to love yourself. So I think you've done that work. This is what the cards are telling me, what Spirit's telling me, that you've done the work, you've planted the seeds, and now you're going to get the recognition, or the reward, or whatever it is that you're looking for. Like if you're looking for a partner, they're coming in, and it's going to be your soulmate. That's what I'm picking up off this card. Because this talks about your soul's truth, I believe it's your soulmate. And if you're not looking for new love, if you're in a current relationship that's amazing, you're with your soulmate. And you guys are going to make things work and make things better. I'm very optimistic about that for you, Taurus. Another thing I just picked up on, we've got these three people here, the King of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. With the two cups, the two divine counterparts here, and the one sword in the middle, I'm kind of picking up that Spirit is trying to say, don't be so logical. Try to tap into your emotional side. So take that for what it's worth. Faith. Have faith that your manifestations will come to fruition. Four, triumph. That's amazing. And 3, 6, 9, compassion. Use compassion with yourself. Use compassion with your partner, whatever it is that you need to use compassion for. But I do see a renewed love, rekindled love. I see a new relationship. Either way, this is your soulmate, and it's going to be really good. Taurus, let's take a look into your money. And Spirit wants 2 of the Higher Self Oracle cards. So we have Balance and Let Go. So I feel like that some of you need to balance your work and life to get a good work-life balance. I think some of you have been working too hard. I know I've been working very hard, especially this last month or so, and I do feel like I need a vacation. But it also says let go. So if you're trying to control the outcome of a situation, the card says let go and let the universe, your higher power, God, whatever it is that resonates with you, take it over and take care of it for you, because it'll happen. Just need to let go of the outcome. Okay. The healing with the fairies say higher consciousness. That's interesting. I do think that is tied into the let go. Okay, we have 1, triumphant success. This is the Ace of Swords. This is success coming in for you. We have 4, foundation of achievements. This is a 4 of Wands. This could be, 4 of Wands is usually getting married, being set free, crossing the finish line, something like that. I kind of feel like it's And the triumphant success, the Ace of Swords, is usually, could also be a new idea. Taurus, have you had a new idea for a side hustle? Or a business even, or a side hustle that's going to turn into a business, a full-time business? That's what I'm picking up on here. Then we have 4, rest and rejuvenate. I just literally talked about needing to take a vacation. And this card talks about resting and meditating and maybe taking a nap or something like that. But I literally just talked about needing to take a vacation. The card came out. Okay. Then 5, emotional loss. This is the 5 of Cups. This is grieving what you've lost and kind of not seeing what you have to gain. So I think acknowledge that you are sad about what you've lost, but then focus on what you have to gain, because what you've lost is in the past, and there's no point in focusing on the past when we just keep moving into the future. Okay, let's get some tarot. Hello? All right. 6 of Swords, moving on to calmer times, moving away from the chaos. I like that. 5 of Cups. So they just reiterated, like the universe just said, okay, I definitely mean it. Don't focus on the things you've lost in the past. Focus on what's coming in the future. All the wonderful opportunities coming in, focus on those. And we've got the Ace of Wands. This is new spark for life. This is out with the old and with the new. This is brand new, passionate energy coming in for you, or an opportunity even, a brand new passionate opportunity coming in for you. Yeah. Well, the universe or God or whoever is definitely telling you that there's something much better coming into your future. Feeling overworked and overburdened is coming to an end. I like to see this because I have been feeling overworked, as I mentioned earlier when I said I needed to take a vacation. So I'm glad to see the 10 of Wands coming in. There's definitely something major happening here, Taurus. Something major happening here. Wow. I do feel like some of us out there are nurturing a business, a side hustle, something to that effect, maybe both. And you're going to grieve the job that you're going to leave behind because you're going to be so busy that you have to leave that job behind. And I think you feel like you're disappointing people. That's what I'm picking up on here. You're disappointing people because you don't really want to, like, I don't think you're in love with the job, but I do think that you like the people you work with and you don't want to leave them behind, but you just don't have time for it all. You have to move on, and you have to move on to, you know, your business. It's your baby. You have to take care of that. And that's the ultimate, like, that's definitely what this is saying, that you have this new wonderful opportunity coming in. And it's something that you're super passionate about. And don't forget to take time to take care of yourself, to rest. But this is amazing. Like any like, if you've been working a lot lately, maybe because you're working and trying to build a business or a side hustle, in May, you're going to be putting those wands down. He harvested these wands to take them home to his family so they had food for the winter. And he's almost home. You can see he's almost to that city. He's almost home. So you definitely see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's almost time to not feel overworked. This is great, Taurus. I like this. Well, we have 44 stability. This is, I do believe, financial stability. So I do believe that your business or side hustle is going to bring in some financial stability for you. Oh my goodness. $420, relax. That's definitely saying rest and meditate or rejuvenate. So I think when you decide that you're going to give up your job so that you can spend all of your time on your business or your side hustle, take a little bit of time to rest. Take like a week and just rest and take a vacation, maybe travel, do something. I'm definitely hearing that strongly. And then we have 1031 passion. Yeah, this is definitely your passion. This new opportunity, this new business. So it could also be that this business may not be brand new and maybe something you've been working on, but there's something here going to take off. Because wands are usually about action and passion. And like the Knight of Wands, we didn't get the Knight of Wands, but he's like got that oomph behind him to make it happen. So I do think with this Ace of Wands, something's going to happen. Ooh, I'm excited, Taurus. I'm really excited. Taurus, let's take a look into your health. Failure. What do you feel like you're failing at? This card, sure, it talks about feeling like you failed, but it also says that once you've known what failure feels like, you know what success doesn't feel like. So when success comes, oh, that's very interesting. When success comes, you'll know that it doesn't feel like failure, so it won't feel the same. Okay. We got the sexuality card, which is actually kind of fitting for a health reading. It talks about the fact that sex is a normal physical human need. It's a part of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, if you know anything about that. But also, it's better when you engage in sexual activity with a consensual adult with mutual respect. And it is so much better. I will contest to that. All right, so got mental conflict, number 2. This is the 2 of Swords. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to try to figure out why you feel like you're failing. Are you having issues with your sexuality or your sexual health? You got 9, solitude. Huh. Is it because, I mean, if you've watched the love reading, you know that the solitude card came up in that reading as well. And I picked up on the fact that some of the Taurians out there have been single for a long time. Got 5 physical and material. No, sorry. Financial and material changes. Have you... Okay, this is what Spirit's telling me is some of you out there feel like if you failed because you gained weight and you're having a hard time getting motivated enough to get it off again. I'm definitely dealing with that myself. And somehow it's affecting your sexual health. Okay. It could be affecting your libido because when we're not in shape, we don't feel like doing anything. Let me get some tarot here. Well, 6 of Swords came out again, and I promise I shuffled these. And this just flew out of the deck. I didn't even pull it. So the Spirit definitely is saying that you are moving on to better times. There's better times ahead for you. Ooh, oh gosh. All right, Taurus, this is amazing. Okay, King of Pentacles, this is you showing up really strongly here. But also the King of Pentacles is very stable and he's in it for the long haul. So I think whatever changes you're going to make, I think you're going to get the motivation to lose weight again. And it's going to be for the long haul this time. It's not just going to be for a couple years or whatever. It's going to be for the long haul. These lifestyle changes, you're going to adopt them for the rest of your life is what I'm picking up on with that King of Pentacles. And absolutely, we've got the 10 of Cups. This is ultimate emotional fulfillment. This is a happy, harmonious family. This is fortune after difficulty. This is really good. So I do think that if you are struggling with weight, which a lot of us are, especially Taurus rising, we all tend to be kind of overweight. I've noticed a lot of Taurus rising are overweight. I've only met a few, and the ones that I know are overweight. So I do think that motivation is coming, and this mental conflict is just us in our heads about getting that motivation back, about exercising, about eating right. And it's possible you have to go within to find that motivation. Maybe meditate. Ask Spirit for help. Ask your spirit team. Ask God. Ask whoever it is that you resonate with to help you find that motivation. And, it could literally just be getting an accountability buddy. And usually, this is the Five of Pentacles, this card, and it usually talks about feeling lack or feeling left out in the cold. And it could be that we take this and spin it to the fact that you feel a lack of fat, which I'm okay with that. I don't know about you, but I'm okay with a lack of fat. I did lose weight a few years ago. I was looking really good, and I was feeling amazing. I was running, I was playing with my kids, I was having a great time. And then I hurt myself, and I stopped exercising, and lots of stress happened. We remodeled our house, I lost my job, all this stuff, and I stopped eating healthy. So I need to get back into that now that everything seems to be on a better, more stable playing field. I think it's time to find that motivation again. I'm looking for an accountability buddy, so if anybody out there is in this situation and wants one, please leave me a comment and we can be accountability buddies. All right, let's get some angel numbers and we'll end this reading, Taurus. $808, security. I think we do want to feel secure about our bodies, and once you start losing weight and being healthy, people notice. And they start noticing, and you start feeling more secure in your body because you're like, oh, people are noticing. They're saying how good I look. This is amazing. And once you get healthy, you will feel an increase in libido again. 444, protection. I did talk about talking with your spirit team or God or whatever resonates with you. This could just be that your spirit team, God, or whatever universe is protecting you. Maybe just to say it's okay, you can work on being healthy and getting your body to its optimum state. Okay. Sometimes spirit talks so quickly I can't really get it out of my mouth. All right, and then we have faith again, 10-10, faith. Have faith that you can do this. As someone who's done it, let me be an inspiration to you. It can happen. You can do it. You just have to have the motivation and the willpower to do it. And it's not easy. If you're not looking to lose weight, just becoming healthy is what I see. And it may even be that you need to go to a doctor and get things checked out. And if that's the case, I highly recommend doing it so you can figure out what's going on with you. But for the rest of us who need to lose weight, I'm on a mission. I'm going to make it happen. I've started exercising more. I'm hopefully going to get back to eating healthier again. I need to get that motivation back. So again, like I said, if you want an accountability buddy, I'm happy to be one. Taurus, thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. Oh yeah, if you like this video, please give it a like. Leave me comments, let me know what's going on, and subscribe to my channel so you can see more of my videos. And subscribing to my channel really helps me. It's free. It takes a half a second to click on that button. I wish you the very best and brightest blessings.